Assalamualaikum members, I hope you all are doing well. In this video I'm going to tell you how we're going to find the p-value by chi-square test. To understand this, you have to first understand the hypothesis testing. For that I have opened the BRF State Club orientation PPT that I have sent you earlier. Here you can see the aim of doing the study is to check whether the data agree with certain predictions. These predictions are called hypotheses. Hypotheses arise from the theory that drives the research. For example, my research was about to find out the knowledge, attitude, and perception in MBBS student regarding the hepatitis B and C. Now the prediction I draw through this research is, let's say for example I say that final year student had more knowledge about hepatitis than the first year student. This is my prediction. So through the testing we'll find out if my prediction is true or false. For example, this is the significance test. It has two kinds of hypotheses. One is the null hypothesis, one is alternative hypothesis. So what is null hypothesis? Basically, null hypothesis says that treat everything the same. So in my research work, it says that all the 5 years of the medical student have the same knowledge, and anything that reject the null hypothesis is alternative hypothesis. Now we'll come to the next slide, which here you can see it says p-value. What is the p-value? P-value is basically the probability. If the null hypothesis were true, the test statistics would fall into a collection of values. The smaller the p-value, the more strongly the data contradicts the null hypothesis. If the p-value is less than 0.05, then the data will contradict the null hypothesis, which says that everything is the same, which says that all 5 year or all age group, all male and female, all have same number of knowledge and attitude and perception. To understand this, we are going to run the similar test in our data. Let's open the complete data file in which we did the scoring and made the scored group. Go to Analyze, go to Descriptive Statistic, go to the Cross tab. In the rows, put first demographic, which is age group. In the column, put the knowledge group, knowledge score group. In the column, click on Statistic and click on the chi-square. Click on Continue, click on OK. Now here you can see the test has been run, chi-square test, and the p-value that has been drawn is 0.009, which is of course smaller than 0.05. So it means it rejects the null hypothesis. It says that no, all age group does not have similar knowledge or similar attitude. Sorry, this test was run against the knowledge group, so it says that all the age group does not have similar knowledge. So let's open our result file. As I have told you before, to leave the p-value column empty. Now here we are going to put the p-values that we get through the chi-square test. So the first demographic that we run against the knowledge group was age, and the value that came was 0.009, which is of course significant. Here we wrote it. Come back to your data and again run the similar test, but in place of age group, now we'll take the second demographic, which is gender. We'll click on the chi-square, click on Continue, click on OK, and the test has been run. Here you can see the p-value now is 0.062. So it's not significant, and it says that the null hypothesis was true for the gender. It says there was no significant difference between male and female knowledge about hepatitis. Similar way, we're going to run the chi-square test for the knowledge groups for demographic, medical institution, year of study, high school type, parents profession, and parents education level. Now come to the attitude crosstab p-value. For that, we're going to run the similar test, but now instead of putting knowledge group in the column, we are going to put attitude group in the column. Again, the first demographic, which is age, and going to run the chi-square test. The value is 0.62, which is not significant, meaning all age group had similar attitude. There was no significant difference. So in a similar way, we're going to run the perception crosstab p-value for all the demographics, and the values that we are going to find are we going to write in the p-value section. And all the significant values needs to be bold, while all the values which are not significant needs to be remain hazardous. I hope it helped you to understand the concept of the p-value. Thank you very much.